Hi, my name is Genie. I'm a goal setting coach and I help make your dreams come true. I'm also an author, a certified hypnotist, and content creator on YouTube and TikTok. So, if you are a practitioner of the law of attraction, that's the reason why you're watching this video. You should be familiar with this phrase, begin with the end in mind. But if you're new to the law of attraction, what it basically means is focus on what you want rather than on what you don't want. So this is part of the 4 keys, which is clarity. So with my years of manifestation and practicing the law of attraction, I realized that there are 4 keys: clarity, clearing subconscious reprogramming, and aligned action. So this one falls under clarity, the key of clarity. So begin with the end in mind. So what does that mean? Begin with what you want to happen. So for example, you want to be a writer. So you focus on that image of you as a writer. So don't focus on now that you're not a writer. Focus on when you've already become an author or writer. So in my case, I was always wanting to be an author, but I didn't know how, but I knew I wanted to. And one of the things that I really focused on was just, having my books on Amazon. That's it. And then I just focused on that, like, I want to have my books on Amazon. So I began with end in mind, which is, author, books. So focus on that. So if you really want to be clear and to really focus on the end, so let's say right now at the present moment, you're not a writer yet, but you want to be a writer. So focus on, you're already a writer right now. So what are you doing? What is your day like? So in my case, I'm intending to be a successful writer. So in my mind, I already have that I'm coaching people. That's my end in mind. And then I see my book on Amazon top 100 list, and I see my earnings, and I see that I'm posting on Facebook and on the forums and stuff, sharing my success stories. They're also coaching someone how to be a successful author, maybe even selling a book on how to be a successful author. So I'm already focusing on the end in mind, and I've been doing that for about a year now, like almost 2 years. And so with that mindset, with that state of being, so what are the actions that I'm taking? So definitely I'm writing books. I cannot become an author if I'm not writing books. So that is another way to focus on really being clear. Begin with the end in mind. And I call it, this is a variation of a technique that I use. They call it the end image. It could be just one static image that you're focusing on, which is the end in mind, which is me looking at my earnings, me sharing at the forums, my success stories, me becoming so it could be an end image, one image, basically, that encapsulates everything, or it could be end images. So with the other technique that I was using, or method that I was using, it was just one end image. So what was I doing? How do I know that I've already achieved it? So that is one approach, and another approach is so that you actually add more momentum to it. I'm not saying that just focusing on one end image is not going to be effective. It is effective, but the more you put images in a certain goal, the more like momentum you're going to have. So because I noticed I was just focusing on one end image, which was posting on Facebook, my success stories, but it didn't really motivate me to write and to have it didn't really motivate me to write a lot. So I decided I would have end images. So several images in my head, and I put a keyword on my intention list, and it's like the end in mind, and the keyword brings up a lot of end images, which is, I am doing these things. So begin with end in mind. So focus on having what you already want, experiencing it now. What are the emotions? So images, definitely very important. What are the emotions? So how do you feel? So in my case, I also think about, I feel very successful. For me, successful is an emotion of levity. It brings like joy. It brings comfort. So for me, in a way, success is, I turn it into an emotion or emotional state, where I feel assured, self-assured. So definitely the end in mind should have images, emotions, and the more you engage the 5 senses, the better, because our subconscious mind, which controls our daily life essentially, it works through the 5 or 6 senses. So basically, let's see, what are the 5 senses? So what do I see? What do I hear? What am I eating at that moment? You can also put an end image of like you're celebrating at a restaurant and you're talking about your books and you can smell the food. You can also tag that in your end images, end emotion, and feelings, sensations and stuff like that. So this is what begin with the end in mind means. Essentially, I'm just elaborating, and this is how you gain more clarity. And again, this begin with the end in mind is actually also touches on another of the 4 keys, which is subconscious reprogramming. Because guess what? Imaging, emotions, 5 senses, they're a way to train your subconscious mind to act. So it's also, begin with the end in mind touches on clarity. It also touches on the other key, which is subconscious reprogramming. So definitely, now that I've elaborated what begin with the end in mind means, do work with it. Focus on that. So focus on already being that person that has the things that you want, and what is that person doing, and what is your typical day like. Let's say you're a successful entrepreneur, so what's your typical day like? And then you can just imagine your day as it is happening. So let's say meeting at 9 a.m. and you talk to clients. So anything that really engages your 5 senses, anything that is really a clear command to your subconscious mind, and anything that really provides you with a clarity of, this is what I want, this is what the end destination is. So it's images, emotions, and the 5 senses. And again, it touches on the 2 keys, which is clarity and subconscious reprogramming. And thank you very much for listening. And I will provide more content in the following weeks. And also, I will go live once in a while. Can't guarantee if it's going to be weekly or bi-weekly, but definitely I will do like energy healing, and we'll create intentions together, and I will do the sound bath healing and stuff like that. Anything that I will definitely do something on a weekly or bi-weekly basis, or maybe even a monthly basis. I'm not sure yet. It depends, because my main focus right now is of course finishing my book, which is like a few chapters. I'm almost there, so I'm going to be focusing on that. And If you want more content, I have a lot of content on my YouTube. There's like, I have 200 videos, but it's a mishmash of the things I'm doing. I also have TikTok and of course YouTube and podcast. I'm on Spotify. Do find my podcast, Dreams to Reality, the 4 keys to living the life of your dreams. So it is on Spreaker and Spotify and everywhere where podcasts are available. And I will provide a link below, and I will just click on my link tree if you're watching this on TikTok. And if you're watching it on YouTube, also click on the link tree, because I'm doing a lot of stuff. And definitely, I hope I've been of service. And again, this is Genie, and hope you learned a thing or two.